Okay, we're recording. Okay, I think we had a little bit of a delay there, but hello. Welcome back to a trade recap. I've already filmed my morning analysis for today. If you're a real one, you watched it, you stuck through to the end because, goddamn, it was freaking hard for me to make. And I've been consistent on this channel, posting daily trade recaps, daily morning analysis videos since I started doing them. So I didn't want to not do it, but I was so tired. So I apologize for being so slow in that last video. However, I think I can get through these trade recaps pretty quickly. We got one trade on NASDAQ and we didn't get anything on gold. So let's actually just go through gold first and just get it out of the way. Did I talk about this one? Pretty sure I did. But this was what we saw in gold yesterday. So actually, no, we did have a trade in here. But what I observed that was actually aligned with the strategy was we had an indication correction and I wanted to see a continuation. That never came. We ended up getting somewhat of an indication above this high right here. So price made a double top, equal highs right here. It made one significant high here. It broke past here, made a correction, and then started making a continuation. This was in London session. I don't trade London session, and I don't trade it for a reason because there's a lot of fake outs in London session. So I'm totally not mad that I stayed out of that trade, to be honest, on my live account. I've obviously put a little position size calculator thing on there just so we can. I'm getting distracted with what price is doing right now, but just so I could kind of see a little bit of what was happening. Not what was happening, but like see a little bit of where my mindset was at and like what my decision making process was to think that that was a valid trade. So obviously, again, we saw price break the highs, and then I saw price make a breaker structure, hit that level, make this reaction candle here, because it was these highs over here. So it made this reaction candle here, pushed off of that, made a lower high, made a higher low, and then pushed, made a breaker structure, and I was like, cool, can get in for the buy at the 1 hour candle closes. Very quick trade, in and out. And yeah, it ended up working out. So I think that is interesting. It's been me in London session. I've been beating a little bit. I back tested, not taking a trade in the first hour of London, and then after that, I just was like, no, I'm just not going to trade London overall. However, looking at that makes me be like, oh, am I just being lazy by not trading trading past the first hour of London session? Because I try not to trade the first hour because I've noticed that's where I get all the fake outs from back testing. But then since the recent price action, I've just been waiting for the momentum of New York session. And I felt like just London wasn't as smooth as New York for my setups. And even Trades by Size said it as well. So that was my mentality behind not trading it. But just because I see one win doesn't mean that I have to trade gold. But that was basically the setup that I found. Didn't see any setup, any entry on gold in the New York session, so I didn't take any entries on my live account. I do live trade gold. I'm demonstrating NASDAQ for the moment until I get used to the price action. Once I get used to the price action, then we're set, we're good. I can move that onto my live account. But anyway, that's a later story. So this is obviously right now price action, but this trade recap is for yesterday. So this is a trade that I saw yesterday. It was absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. It was a reversal setup, but we did see the higher lows. It was basically for a high time frame correction, if I'm being honest with you, because maybe even on the daily time frame, no, it doesn't look very clear on the daily. I mean, it does look like it's going on a correction on the daily, actually. You know what? We've got. I feel like market structure is so clean on Nasdaq. Like it is so clean. But anyway, we ended up breaking past these equal lows here, and then we ended up making a big push up. And we ended up getting the NVIDIA earning releases, and those were really positive. So that was our initial push in New York Open here, I'm pretty sure. And then price obviously retraced. This isn't where I got stopped out of the position. I'll show you where I wanted to enter and why I had the position size thing here. Because usually I will go to sleep at 12 and then I'll wait to see how my trade plays out in the morning, if it's not a quick move like some of the other ones that I've done have been. But anyway, where can I break this down? break it down overall. I thought it was very straightforward, but I'll break it down overall on the 1 hour. High, low here, high, low here, high, low here. We made our final high here before we made the lower high. We got a lower high, then we got a higher high, then we got another lower high, then we got a higher high, we got another lower high, which, I don't know if I'd call this a lower high, to be honest, but you could consider it that. If I'm looking at it, I'm going, okay, we've got a high, we've got a low. No, we got the high, we got the low, we got the high, we got the low, we got the high, and then we got the low. That's how I'm looking at it. But anyway, you can see that we're making that very clean market structure. We had, why did I take it away? We had this high here, this high here. We had this area of interest here. We had an indication, correction, continuation. So clean. Moving on to the 15-minute, because I think that will be the best time frame to look at it on. So you can see we were consolidating, accumulating, whatever, in London, and then we had this big impulse move, New York open. Cool, we had a nice reaction candle at the top. We ended up retracing back, chopping around this range a little bit, and then I saw we had this reaction candle, and that's when I was like, oh, okay, it looks like price wants to buy back up. We didn't end up ever breaking that wick low, and then we continued up. I was looking at entering around about the breaker structure. I wanted to enter above these candlesticks here because you could see there's a little bit of resistance there, and I entered more around about here. So I basically saw, okay, let me walk you through it properly. I basically saw this. I saw the indication, correction. I saw price get back below this level. I saw price make this little bit of resistance here. And then that's when I was like, okay, I'm happy to enter in once price gets back above this level and we get a candle close and it goes above this point. Not fully like a candle close. Like, I just wanted to see price. Well, yeah, a candle close. What am I saying? I want to see a candle close. But I wanted to see price get above this range. So I basically had marked this position out. And yeah, I don't know if that made any sense at all, but I think let's move to the 5-minute and see if we can get any more details on this setup. Again, we got lower highs here, and then yeah, once we saw this, then I was like, okay, wait for price to get back above that level, and it got above the level, and then I entered in, and then all was good. We chilled, we went to TP, and yeah, I mean, realistically, I feel like like, okay, we're going to be so honest because it's my trading journey and like, whatever, I'm on demo to learn, I'm on demo to try new things, so I'm going to be so freaking for real with you guys. But I feel like here would have been like where I would have entered it in the live markets, because I probably would have been like, oh, but I want to wait for the candle close, and even though the candle was closed so far up here, and obviously there's a little bit of drawdown, this is probably what my position would have looked a little bit more like. Even entering off of this previous candle, I probably would have seen the candle close and been like, cool, candle close, enter in there, and ride that to TP, being so for real. Like, that was what I had actually marked out before I went to sleep. And I was like, okay, price gets above this level, I'm just going to buy in. But waiting for the candle close, following my rules, that's what it would have looked like. And yeah, that's just me being for real. And yeah, I guess it's like a 1-to-1. It's like a 0.96, whatever. I think it's pretty much a 1-to-1. I'm going to call that a 1-to-1. But yeah, obviously it ended up taking off and ended up pushing up some more. But that's just me being honest. Okay, I need to lie down because my neck is hurting. I'm like on my bed right now. It's like almost 12 o'clock. And I just wanted to get this out for you guys. So anyway. Okay, let's go over to yesterday. Okay, yeah, today's Thursday. Oh my god. Friday tomorrow. Oh my god. A weekend. I know that traders don't like the weekend, but I work a job. So I'm excited for the weekend, and that means time to study my trading, time to just focus on my future. Anyway, let me stop rambling. So I observed a bullish ICC entry criteria met, risk demo when, what was it? We got a 1 to, oh, wrong thing. This one was a 1 to 1.4, but then the other one was a 1 to 0.96. And look, I feel like it was smart to go back and look. Just because I'm on demo, like, doesn't mean I'm obviously going to trade the same in the live market. So I think it was smart to look back and see where I would have actually entered in the live markets, because that's going to give me a better idea on when I do enter in the live markets, what it can look like and what the results could look like as well. But anyway, gold, we saw a bullish ICC in London. London. And then we didn't take any trade. Okay, emotions. How was I feeling? This is the one bad thing about doing it later on. I was feeling really calm, and I was kind of energetic. Yes, I did follow my plan. Mistakes noticed. None. Is that fair? No, we can say like, oh, London was clean. Didn't want to enter though. Discipline rating was a 9. Key takeaways, London might be good. What I'll do better tomorrow? Observe. Price action. So that's like the best thing you can do every single day is just observe how price is moving. Like, it is literally just like the best thing ever. Like, oh my god, I cannot even begin to explain to you guys how excited anyway, I cannot begin to tell you guys how excited I am to go to sleep. And then we can wake up and do the morning analysis together, and I'll try and wake up early so I can get it out to you guys earlier on in the day, and hopefully, what is that? Okay, hopefully we can have an amazing Friday. Unfortunately, we're taking no trades this week. I feel like I'm grateful because I saw someone else was feeling very similar, but I feel like my trading frequency has really just taken like a massive toll. It's crazy, but I feel like I am making the right decisions, even though some people might disagree. But I feel like I'm making the right decisions. But that's the Trading Diaries episode conversation. We'll definitely be doing some debriefing over the weekend because I have a lot to talk to you guys about. A lot to do with scaling up, a lot to do with figuring out if I am actually making the right decisions, and yeah, a lot to do with figuring out how my discretion as a trader is going. But yeah, I hope that you guys have an amazing day. I am so excited to talk to you tomorrow when I have some more energy. Thank you for checking in today to yesterday's trade recap. I hope that you found something of value from it. Even if it was just a little bit of motivation to just keep pushing, even when you just feel like crap and you just want to go to sleep and you feel like it's just useless, but here I am. So hopefully that motivates you to do the same, no matter what you're doing, whether that's like filming content or doing trading and stuff like that, because yeah, I don't have like obviously, I really, really, really appreciate my audience, and it's crazy how fast I've grown, but I don't have like a 100k audience, and I don't do this like for I'm not trying to like sell a course that there's not any real incentive of me like pushing through and making this content and posting it, but here I am, another day, doing it, but it's all going to pay off in the end, just like how trading will. Doing that studying, doing that like forward testing, doing that back testing, it may not show you any gains in the moment and it may seem a little bit useless, but It's all gonna come together one day, hopefully. But I don't even know what I said just then. Like, I might have just been rambling. I don't know if any of that made sense, but I hope you guys had an amazing trading day yesterday, and I hope you guys have an amazing trading day today. And I will speak to you guys tomorrow. Bye.